Shenko representing for DJ Matt Busher. I'm going to set the street hype mix show. Sundays, Tuesdays, 10 p.m. to midnight. Real music and real conversations. I Shenko set to the fullest. Up full. Do it, you know. Shell it.
All right, hold on. I think I have a phone call coming in. See what's good. Hello?
Daryl Mooney here.
Daryl Mooney, what's good? Hold on for a second.
Come on.
Okay.
Hello? That's what's good, man. It sounds like we got disconnected all of a sudden, family. Them drop calls and carrying on. I was saying, you in California, correct?
Yes, sir. It's sunny California, my man.
Man, was it as sunny as it was here, man? Like, what degree was it, family? Was it cooking today?
Yeah, it was cooking today. It's like 80 degrees where I am. Yeah, man. Really, really nice. Love the sunshine.
That's what's good. Now, a lot of people don't know who Daryl Mooney is, family. I guess we'll start this interview off with introducing yourself. Kind of let the world know who is Daryl Mooney, fam.
Right. Okay, great. Well, first of all, Daryl Mooney comes from a legacy of entertainment. My father is the legendary comedian, writer, actor Paul Mooney. He's Richard Pryor's writer, and he's a famous comedian himself. My brother, I'm twin brothers with the Mooney Twins. Now, the Mooney Twins are Paul Mooney's sons who do comedy, who are speakers, workshop leaders, and business builders, and we are what you call infopreneurs. Well, we make money selling information, and for us to make money selling information, we have to know information. So we've been studying holistic living, human potential information, new age information, wellness information, community activist information for the last 30-something plus years. And so now we try to educate and empower on as many subjects as we possibly can. And one subject that I really want people to understand is the subject of sex, money, and power.
Okay, sex,
yes,
money,
indeed.
and power. Okay, now let me see here. Now you saying you're a comedian. So what exactly? First of all, what is a life coach, family? For those who just don't know, man, I'm from the hood, man. You got to give me a little understanding what that is.
A life coach right now around the world. The hottest coaching, money-making practice happening today is life coaching. Coaching overall is happening, but a life coach is a person. If you are naturally, people come to you when they have challenges, or they like to tell you their challenges, and they like for you to give them guidance, or they always ask you for your suggestion. You have the potential to be a great life coach because you're doing it anyway. A life coach can go into different sectors of one's personal environment, meaning they can coach someone in health, they can coach someone in getting their goals and business together, their career together, their relationships together, or all of the above, or be a coach in one of those specific areas. Relationships would include sexuality. So right now, a life coach is real popular right now. They're making money around the country, and basically they are a person that you partner with in order to enhance the quality of your life. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow. I guess I could be a life coach. I have a lot of people come to me a lot of time, ask for my opinion and advice.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So you can get paid for that, fam?
I am a certified life coach. I have a company that certifies life coaches. I can easily get you certified. It costs a certain amount of money, but once you have the certification, you are a life coach, and we teach you how to make money. We teach you how to coach people and how to take them to the next level. Coaching is very, very powerful.
Wow. We want to talk about that in detail at a later date, family. And Yeah, definitely. I may have to take you up on them offers there, fam. Now, you got something here, God. Let me see here. You deal with the mind sciences, sacred sex, and personal power. Now, that's kind of deep for some folks, but what exactly is sacred sex?
Yeah, let's well, we know what sex is. We know what sacred is.
Right.
Now let's put the two together, sacred sex. So you're spiritualizing consciously your sexuality rather than just looking at sexuality as a lusty thing or a horny thing. What about when you put some spirituality on it, some heart on it, some love on it, some expansion on it, and then your sex not only is fun and pleasurable, but it also becomes expanding, let's say, like a yoga practice, like a Tai Chi practice, or any kind of discipline, not only will you have the discipline, but you have the creativity to take the sexuality to another level. Most will know it as practices from the East, the idea of tantric sex, or the idea of Taoist sexuality, or Taoist sexology, which is in Asia, but also in the diaspora of Africa, there are African secret sex societies. There's ancient practice of sexuality on the Egypt commitment walls of the Great Pyramids. We have literally where you take the physical being of yin and yang, male, female, or saw, or set, male and female coming together, bringing love and lust together and creating something way beyond, where your sexual energy becomes the fuel to your empowerment, your enlightenment, through your union with the male and female coming together, harmonizing physically, and then using each other's energy to receive pleasure on a whole nother level, where you are using all the senses and where you are even using something beyond the senses. It may not make sense to you, my man, but it makes sense when you do the practice.
Right. Well, let's deal with the word sex for a minute, because a lot of people don't understand the true definition of sex. You know what I mean? They might do sex, they might have sex, and then you have the word making love. Is those coincide, or can we even make love, fam? Talk to us for a second.
Yeah. Well, those are good questions. Well, first of all, we say, do we have sex, or do we allow sex to have us? Hello? Think about that for a second. Are we having sex, or do we go to the next level where we allow sex to have us? Okay? And then we talk about make love. What about allowing love?
Right.
Allowing love. So therefore, you have to let go of the physical and also enjoy on the energetic level. There's something called chakras in your body, or 7 main spiraling energy centers or vortexes that go up from your lower chakra where your sexual organs are all the way to the top of your head. And there's 7 energy centers that this sexual energy can not only stay down there in the sexual genital area, but just think if you could manipulate that energy and move it up your spine and down the front of your body and back up your spine and down the front of your body, which the ancient Asians call the microcosmic circuit. There's a circuit that goes up and down, and you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth, and there's a circuit that circulates. Well, when you are having sex or allowing sex, we are used to doing it and having it from the lower chakra level, where it's genital and genital. And men, what we do when it's good, it gets real good, and we do something called ejaculating or coming. Well, what if you could have an ejaculation, become multi-orgasmic, and have ejaculation control, where you can have many orgasms without the ejaculation? So that's pleasure upon pleasure, and you allow the woman to go through multiple orgasms where you don't have to be a 3-minute man, but you can be a 30-minute man, an hour man, a 2-hour man, a 3-hour man, an all-day man, a 7-day man, and ejaculate when you want to, but you can make love every day. And that allows you to become multiple orgasmic, and it allows you to take your lover through multiple orgasms. And why orgasms? Well, the orgasms and the multiple orgasms are healing to the body, to the mind, to the emotions, and gives peace and equilibrium and joy to the spirit. So you are making love on all these levels in a tantric way, in an energetic way. And I'm not saying you have to be in love, but you at least want to be in a whole lot of light. Because if you're having these multiple orgasms, you have to be with that person for a while. It no longer becomes slam, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Right.
It's last a while, stay a while. Okay?
Right.
Okay, so it becomes and it's not like you just hitting it, and we're used to, sex is so violent in our culture. We say, did you smash it?
Right.
Did you smash it?
Beat it up?
Did you break a bat? Did you hit it? Did you hit it hard? Did you give it that jackhammer? Did you ride it? And all these violent ideas of love. Well, a lot of people are so physical, and I'm not saying physical is fine, but you want to have balance. But if your thing is grabbing and lusting and all physical all the time, you can miss the subtle pleasures because you're so tight and rigid. You can't allow the pleasure to get to your body, mind, and your spirit because you're so tight in your body, and you've got to make love so hard just so you can feel something because you're so numb to your feelings. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yes, sir. To a degree, this is very interesting and deep information, man. It may be over the head of some may can grasp, some may already know it, whatever the case may be, but this is very deep information. It's one thing you started off saying was about the inner ejaculation and stuff like that. I have a question here. What do we do about, whoever listening, I apologize if I finger your earlobes. It's okay. What we do about the females that want to feel our warm cum all up inside their vagina walls, or in some cases if they doing like oral sex, man, they want you to shoot it all in their face and turn on, fam. I mean, what do brothers got to? I mean, how do we work that out, man? That's what it, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel what you're saying about saving your energy, but you got some females that want to feel that shit like that, fam.
Because, well, brother, it's a programming. I'm not saying men never to ejaculate, but the best way to find out when each man to ejaculate, you take your age and multiply it by 2, then divide it by 10, and that's how many days you should be making love. Okay? So, I mean, you should be making love.
What was that again? One more time.
You should be ejaculating. For instance, if you're 50 years old, times 2 is 100, divided by 10 is 10. So if you're 100 years old, if you're 50 years old, that means you should be ejaculating every 10 days. But you could be for basic health. But you can be making love every day. So you have to have ejaculation control, and you have inner ejaculation where you're using part physical, part understanding where your orbits are, using breath, and you're using intention. And then you're able to pull the energy up the spine rather than ejaculating, but you're injaculating, so you're having the orgasm, but you're maintaining your erection. So the woman is loving it. She's having her orgasm, and you have to program her out of her wanting to see you come. because she's been programmed with porn and programmed with her lifestyle, thinking that you are not pleasured until some cum is coming out that dick.
Right. That's what it is. They're like, what's wrong with you? Right. Wow. Okay. You said about violent ideas of love, about brothers talking about beating it up, and them thoughts, I guess. And you talking about we should be more peace, and we be talking, I guess, more subtle in a sense. You know what I mean? Like you smell so good, and stuff like that. Well,
you want to be able to go through all levels and layers. Slam, bam, thank you, ma'am, is an extreme level, and if you're always doing that, you can get out of balance. I'm not saying that lovemaking cannot be vigorous. Absolutely. However, you want it also to be able to be gentle, soft. You even want to be able to not move but be still and just lie inside of your woman and just breathe and smile and harmonize and heal. And then you can go all the way and build up slow and slow motion. Then you can go faster and more vigorous, and then be able to come back and slow down and go to gentle and be able to do thrusting, grinding, and circular movements and figure eights and other movements, and be able to make love to your woman, to allow love with your woman, and be able to pleasure her and get pleasured. And the more pleasure you have, the more healing will take place. It's hard to be mad, my brother, at racism, at any isms or isms, or at people when you've been loved up real good.
Wow. Well, man, I'm going to tell you, family, I might need some counseling in here tonight. It's been 3 years for me since I tapped up some ass, or whatever you want to say, all them different words. So you saying to me, I got to do some mathematical figurations with my age, and I should be pretty much releasing myself in so many other days as a man to keep my strength going for health reasons and stuff like that. You saying? Talk to me.
Well, to maintain a great level of health. Now, every 3 weeks is a good time that's normal for they doing for men. Every 3 weeks is great also. And if you're a real vigorous man, I mean, once a week, it depends, but you'll kind of know and you'll kind of feel it. If you're tired and wore out after you ejaculate, then it's best to ejaculate a few times and just ejaculate every 3 times or before the 5th session, so you can get a balance and a bead on what's good for you.
Right. Now, let me ask you something. Now, I was
And
studying.
remember, brother, you've got fingers, you've got tongue, you've got lips, you've got a lot of other tools at your disposal, where it don't always have to be your vajra or your lingam or your penis inside a coochie.
Right. I feel you, but you got to make sure all that stuff cleaned up. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yes, absolutely cleaned up. Absolutely cleaned up. Absolutely. Why you gonna get something dirty?
Right. I mean, even if they, they wee, they piss, they wipe it.
Brother, you ever massage a yoni? That's a sacred name for coochie, for pussy, is the yoni. You ever massage the yoni? I'm not talking about finger fucking. I'm talking about literal healing massage.
Wow, that sounds very interesting. All around the sides of it and carrying on like that.
Well, yes, sir.
Word.
You relax that bad boy. You put her in a zone, man, in a trance, just rubbing on her and massaging the crevices of her yoni, brother. Take her to the next level, man.
Like suck on the inner thigh a little bit and stuff like that while you're doing it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can do all kinds of stuff, brother. You can be creative. It's your massage.
I like that, fam. So, now you talked briefly about Chakra energy and about the lower nature. Now, what exactly, for those who may not understand, is considered the lower nature? And a lot of us, I feel, is at a lower nature because we just think of sex. It's like you're saying, we're looking at this female, and we're just looking at her anatomy, and it's like, yo, I'm just going to, like you said, slam it, bam it, and all that, versus find out what's in their mind and their spirit and stuff like that, her higher self. So what is your more in-depth, I guess, basic information for those of the lower chakras versus trying to rise yourself to a higher chakra level?
Good question. Well, the whole thing, my brother, and for those of you who are listening, you have 7 chakras, and you have 3 energy centers. We'll get into the 3 energy centers at some other time. Most people know about the 7 chakras.
Indeed.
They're the spinning wheels of energy that go up from your genitals all the way up to the top of your head. The energy centers are energy centers that different emotions and different ideas are part of. Like your lower nature is about sexuality, it's about survival, it's about money, it's about thriving, it's about where you're up.
Hello? Oh, man. What happened now? Oh, man. Right when my man getting deep with the information. Let's see what happened. His mind, his end, what happened? I don't know. Oh, man, this is like crazy, man. We all locked in. And pow! Telling you, family. These cell phones ain't where it's at. Need to get me one of them house phones, huh, fam? Guess we'll have to get me some PayPal, me love offerings going, fam. I might have to get me a house phone or something, because these cell phones ain't worth a darn, especially for interviews, family. That's some real talk. What y'all think? We appreciate everybody's patience for tuning in right now to tdkradio.com. I know this is a heated situation. And then the phone gonna cut off on us, man. That's like a headache, ain't it, fam? It's all right, though, fam. We're gonna work this thing out. But his phone didn't die on us or something. I had to wait for it to charge. I don't even know if he on the cell. We'll find out.
Reach the voicemail box of...
Keep going to voicemail. Y'all hear what's going on. But we'll wait for a few minutes and see what's happening here with the phone. I don't know if there's something on his end, my end. Either way, it popped off right when he was getting us some heated information about the chakras, about, them energy points. It's very very important. I got a video out. You can go on YouTube. Matter of fact, you can go to our YouTube page. We're going to talk about that in a minute if you call back. I don't know what's going on right now. Either way, we need to finish this exclusive interview, man. We're talking about sex here. Let me play a little music right quick while we wait for this phone call. We don't know what's all going on yet.
Over everything like we in Chinatown. The flag that we bring in, that's the jam.
All right, we got Daryl Mooney back on the air. Peace. Did your phone go dead?
Yeah, it's good. This broadcast is back on.
Oh, word. I told people, man, these cell phones, man, are crazy, man. So you had to wait for a little charge, huh, fam? All right. So it was just getting heated, man. You was talking about the points in the body and stuff like that, and about the sexual energy.
Yeah, I was talking about the energy, the chakras, the energy centers, the energetics in the body. They can be very out of balance. Like what you want to do is not you hear people talk about your lower self and your higher self. Well, your lower self, traditionally we know of as negative, and there is a negative aspect to your lower self, but there is also a empowered self through the low self, meaning, again, it's connected to your survival, your sensuality, your sexuality. All of those things are healthy when you are discriminate and you make proper choices. And then when you go up to the higher centers, you're coming up into your will, which is above your navel. You're coming into your love, which is your heart, your communication, which is your throat, your wisdom, and your spiritual center, which is your third eye and the top of your head. So your lower being survival, sexuality, sensuality, as you go up, will, love, communication, spirituality. So you wanted to have all of those connected. You want one light traveling through all centers where they're all empowering each other. For instance, like your sensuality from your lower chakra is in your spirituality, and we're in your higher chakra, and where your higher chakra, your spirituality is in your lower your chakra, which is your sexuality and your sensuality. Because you're one. You're not a separate entity. Sometimes you feel separate, but you're trained and programmed to be separate. This is good, this is bad, sex is bad, but we know sex is not bad because we know how good it feels. Okay? So we've been taught that it's bad, and because we are taught that it's bad, we have a bad feeling about it. We subconsciously, we cheat, we lie, we steal, we rape, we do all kind of freaky, deaky, outrageous things, hiding from the fact that sex is healthy, but we're looking at it as an unhealthy thing. We know it's good, but we have a bad feeling about it. For instance, I'll give you an example. I was with a great, wonderful, sweet Christian lady, and we were having sex, allowing sex to have us. We were at her in her bedroom, and she had a picture of Jesus, right? And she said, she took the picture of Jesus off the wall and put it face down, saying she did not want Jesus to see us.
Wow.
Right?
Right.
I said, well, can he still hear us?
Right.
Wow. So I'm saying that's how deep it goes. So when we say in sexuality, every time we have an orgasm or we get a nut or whatever we call it, we ejaculate, we say, oh, God, the spirituality comes after. But what if we say before we even go inside, we say, oh, God, thank you for this gift.
Indeed. You mentioned something very important. Go ahead.
I said, I don't know about you, but every time I get me some, I am very happy and very, very grateful and thankful.
That's what's good, family. Well, you know, where I'm living at in this particular area, you know what I'm saying, is a highly religious area, okay? And not to really, talk on it too much, but I know this within their documents. The woman is kind of evil thing to even deal with. They help cause sin upon the world and stuff. So with people being taught this, not everybody, of course, but those who are being taught this, you saying these are maybe some of the people that's being trained to be separated, who kind of believe in that type of stuff, or could this be what?
Well, what we're saying, there is a, when I say separate, you have for instance, here's an example.
Talk to me.
You have a church, right, on one end of the street, and then at the other end of the street, you have a whole house. Okay? All right? You have the reverend, he sees the whole, and he's like, look at that evil whore. She's just blasphemous, evil. She is going to hell. Blah, 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 blah. This, every time he sees that whole house and those whores, he's just going crazy. He just flips his wig, right? But every day you got the same prostitutes. They praying every day. They thankful for their life. They're this and they're that. So then you got to ask yourself, who's more spiritual? Okay, now, let's say, for instance, you have a sacred prostitute, which in ancient times were known as sacred prostitutes. They were honored in India like the monks and the gurus of the temples. Wow. But the women were, because the women knew the 64 arts of love, and they would literally, the men who would go to war, they would have to go through these sacred prostitutes who knew how to sing, how to dance, how to cook, how to heal, how to chant, how to pray, how to meditate, all kinds of different beautiful things, sacred art. And to heal a man who's been off to war, who's bloodied and has killed people, you don't want to just put him back in society because he's got trauma. You want to take him and you want to heal him, so you allow the sacred temple priestess prostitutes to heal this brother on all levels. And when he crosses back over into society to his wife and his family, he's a joy to be around rather than a burden. And the women were so honored that even the wives would take a couple of days out of the year, and they would be these temple priestesses just to give honor to the great queen prostitutes of the land.
Wow.
And that's something.
Wow, yeah.
That's heavy, ain't it?
That's heavy right there, fam. That's some heavy information, fam. Now, going back to the lower chakra, doing my lower self, something you said earlier about sex, what was it? Sex and money. And what was the other thing you said? Drugs?
Yeah.
Sex, money, and drugs, ain't it, fam? All that's like a combination together in some sort form of a way, correct?
Well, when we talk about money, brother, we talk about money. Money makes you sexier. Money makes you more handsome. Money makes you more beautiful. Money just raises the vibration of your life, whether you be good or whether you be evil. Okay, so it's best to be good. It's best to be good with money. It's best to help people do well. So one of the things that you want to do, you want to understand that there's two major functions to money. There's cash flow and there's good credit. Cash flow, what does that mean? Multiple streams of income, meaning hustling, meaning you are able to bring money in doing different things. You have passive and you have aggressive income. Like, for instance, when I go out and do comedy or I go out and do speaking, that's aggressive income because I get paid right when I do what I do. I get paid for my service. But passive income is like when you sell a product or a service and a person is paying for that product or service every month. If you can get those kinds of multiple streams of income where you make money while you sleep, that's what we call passive income. So you have income coming in, cash flow. That makes you very attractive because you're able to attract money. So then you want to learn about credit, man. You want to learn about credit being personal and business credit worthy, because once your credit is a 700 and above, you can get financed by the bank. And we teach you how to become your own bank through being financed by the bank, because you have to learn how to manage that money. And once you can gather thousands, 500,000 to $2 million in your account has your bank, just think of all the money you have to use for your business, to use for your vision, your ideas, use for your investments, use for your lifestyle. You incorporate yourself, because when you are incorporated, you have over 300 write-offs. Just off your personal name, you have only 75 write-offs. So you want to incorporate as soon as possible. And we teach you how to get the money. We teach you how to invest the money. We teach you, even if you don't have a business, we learn about what would you do? What would you do, fam, if you had all the money in the world and all the education in the world? What would you do with your time? What would you do after you bought all your magnificent cars and your magnificent homes, and you did all the traveling you wanted to do, you did everything that you wanted to do? What would you do every day then? What would you do if you could do it? You love it so much, you would do it for free. What would you do, fam? Find your wealthy life. Find your purpose. And what we do, we help you do that, and then we help you invest and help you have multiple streams of income so you can really do your purpose more and more and more. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, man, you got some audio MP3 audios that people can go to your website and get. You got one called The Art of Healing Science of Laughter. What's that about, fam?
Yes, the healing science of laughing. Let us understand that when we laugh, we raise our endorphin level. We become positive. We become loving. Our hearts open. The rhythm of laughing is a rhythm of healing. So you can laugh off hearing a funny story, a funny joke, watching a funny movie, watching a stand-up comedy, something that happened in life that makes you laugh. But I tell you, you can laugh without seeing anything. They call it laughter therapy. You can laugh just for laughter's sake. They call it laughter yoga. They call it Zen yoga. But it's just take stuff. Every morning when you wake up, there's a section of Buddhist monks in Asia who for 20 minutes when they wake up, they laugh for 20 minutes and they laugh 20 minutes before they go to sleep. Wow. When they do that, when they wake up and they laugh for 20 minutes, their whole day is positive. When they laugh for 20 minutes before they go to sleep, their whole sleep is bliss. Wow. Okay? So laughter, when you listen to the sound, ha, he, and ho. Ha is the heart chant. He is the head chant. Ho is the stomach chant. So your three power centers are being activated when you laugh. Okay? Laughter is taking out of stress. Laughter opens up the subconscious brain on the right brain. So after you laugh, make sure you're being stored with information. That's why when you laugh at ignorant stuff, you are being programmed with ignorance. But when you laugh at conscious stuff, you laugh at intelligent stuff, then your mind is being programmed with good, intelligent stuff. So, you want to laugh. Laughter is powerful. It's healing. It'll speed up if you're ailing, it'll keep you in positive spirits. But laugh every day, man. Just make it a part of your life to laugh, to giggle, to smile. Just create your own joy, my brother. Indeed. Create your own joy. And you create your joy in your life by creating your life. I mean, consciously creating your life. Like a lot of people say, be here now. Be here now is great. But what about creating your future now? So you know what you want in your mind's eye, right? You know what you want, or your goal. Then you have to put a plan together. Put a plan together how you're going to get there. Then when you put a plan together, you start thinking about your plan and about seeing yourself doing your plan, seeing yourself successful in that plan, and keep your mind on the next step. And you do this in every aspect of your life, your relationship, your relationships, your career, your business, your wellness, your self-development, and you will get into a constant and never-ending improvement of Tanai in every aspect of your life, because life is about growth, brother. The number one law that life is about growth. If you're not growing, you're dying. There's no point. You either grow or you die. So grow, man. Just keep growing for the rest of your life. As long as you're alive in this body, grow until the day you transition. Because the day you transition, you better be about growth because you got more work to do.
I like that, family. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling my son when he first came in, I said you got to have a focus point. And once you got that focus point, just go for it. I feel that. Now, you got, let me see, what is this? You got seminars and stuff that you do on tantric sex.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, I got some. Yeah.
I
got some.
I was studying on tantric for a minute, and I've been practicing here and there. Kind of explain to the people the basics of tantric sex and what exactly is it. They know about Kama Sutra, but what about the tantric?
Tantra sex, Kama Sutra, and Tantra. Tantra and tantric sex are two different things. Tantra means to weave. Tantra means to weave, to liberate, to expand. Okay, that's Tantra. Tantra has prayer, meditation, lifestyle. You can be celibate or you can be sexual. It can be either or. Tantric sex is incorporating sex. That's a part of Tantra. Sex is a part of Tantra. Sexual energy is a part of Tantra. But you can be celibate and practice Tantra. But the difference between Tantra celibacy and regular celibacy, in Tantric celibacy, you embrace your sexual energy. So therefore, even if you're a celibate, you are circulating your energy and allowing your sexual energy to empower you, rather than in traditional celibacy or Western celibacy to disassociate yourself from your sexual energy.
Right. Indeed.
Okay?
Indeed.
Okay? So now, Tantric sex is using sexual energy. You have white Tantra and you have red Tantra. White Tantra is using the same block and the same positions to bring the energy up without having sexual intercourse. Red Tantra is doing it with sexual intercourse. You're still bringing the energy up and circulating energy, but you're doing it with a partner. So as we said earlier, we're taking it through the 7 chakras together. We're taking it through the 3 energy centers, and we're empowering each other's, since the woman is magnetic and the man is electrical energy, you're fusing electrical and magnetic energy, and you're vibrating and you're circulating this energy amongst each other, and you're creating a new energy. You're creating a new life, like, let's say the energy of sex can create actually a new life in the physical realm, but on the spiritual realm, it can create new life energy. And that's what tantric sex is all about. There's a lot of components to that, but basically you are using sexuality to ascend, to expand, and not to contract.
All right. So with that said, I kind of I kind of feel what you're saying on that, because at one time, before I started doing, I guess this one I'm doing now is called Tantra, where I'm not really having sex, but using the energy or feel and touch to I guess make the woman even have orgasms and stuff. You feel me? But the one that you're saying about the tantric sex part, I was noticing that when I had sex, I got real creative. Is that part of what you're saying? Because it's like it opened up something for me, especially like you say, if you're doing it with a positive person, and y'all both sharing positive thoughts and stuff throughout the day, and so you get into this act at night, or maybe even through the day. This depends on the situation. But I found that for me, I rise my energy up, and some of the women, they may fall asleep. But whatever the case may be, what do you have to say about that, right? Is that what you're basically saying about the tantric versus the tantra?
Well, there's a you also have the Kama Sutra. The Kama Sutra that you mentioned, that a lot of people know about. Kama Sutra is not tantra. Kama Sutra is not tantra. The Kama Sutra is a bunch of sexual positions and a bunch of ways to seduce women, right? That is Kama Sutra is about being a lover. I'm not against that. I'm not negative against that. I'm just saying the difference. Tantric energy can be applied when you're doing the Kama Sutra, but the tantric energy is understanding that sexual energy can be moved and it can be used and it can be used as fuel for your empowerment. And you have to understand that your orgasms is the first magic. Abracadabra is the first magic. If you can ride your orgasms and you can visualize and you can affirm that what you want to manifest, therefore you're using the fuel or orgasms to help manifest your reality.
Yeah, okay. I've done that. That's interesting. Okay, now it's Kama Sutra. You said now I was thought that the different positions that you do in Kama Sutra could also unlock or disturb your chakras or something like that. I thought. Is that true or what?
Say what now?
In Kama
Say that
Sutra,
again?
in Kama Sutra, right? You're speaking about the different positions, pretty much.
Yeah.
I ran across some information where it was saying that the different positions are also unlocking points of our chakras as well, or can cause,
Yes.
the different positions that we do.
There are yogic positions. There are dual or yogic positions with another person to unlock different energy channels of the spine. Now, when a lot of people look at the Kama Sutra, a lot of them aren't physically ready to do a lot of those very acrobatic positions.
Right.
So you always think, let me make modifications but reach the same level of what they're doing, but I don't have to necessarily get in that same position, but I can get in a modified version of that position and still create the same energy pipeline while I'm laying pipe. I can create that energy pipeline that's still moving through my circuit by modifying the position.
Then the woman riding you, that's called the love lotus or something like that, ain't it, fam?
Yeah. The love movements. You have different movements that can heal different positions, that can heal different organs in the body. You can have different positions that can help heal different ailments in the body, like arthritis or gout or different ailments. And they got it down to a science in Taoist sexology in Asia. They'll say, if you do these three strokes 9 times in the morning, the afternoon, and before you go to bed, in 21 days you will be healed.
Wow. Well, what is this again? I mean, we can get this information out. What is that?
That's Taoist, Taoist, sexology. But I would advise people to get my MP3s. I've got Taoist. I've got Tantric Sex Magic, and I've got Tantric Sex 101 on MP3s. The combination of those are two separate ones, but the combination of those are very powerful. They're like $19.95 a piece, but together I take $10 off, and they're like $30. But they're very powerful. What I do is give people a discourse, a lecture on what sex magic is, and I give people a lecture on what tantric sex is, and then I give them meditation and practice that they can do on their own and that they can get better in for the rest of their life.
Now, what is exactly sex magic? I hear you've been talking about how magical sex is, but what exactly is sex magic?
What is what?
Sex magic that you saying that you.
Sex magic
right.
is when you use the sex magic is when you use one level, the basic level. There are many levels to it, but one of the basic levels when you are using sexuality, sexual energy to manifest your reality. You want a new house, you want a new car, you want a new lifestyle, and you and your lover visualize together while you're in orgasm, and you create and you manifest that reality by using the fuel of sexual energy to impact your vision with fuel that you can't do with just breath and visualization. But if you can use the fuel of the sexual energy to impact the vision together, you create a powerful vibration in the universe that causes that energy that you created to attract to it to manifest your reality.
Wow. I think I don't know some of that before, some sex magic, fam. Wow.
You've probably done all of that. You've probably done all of it intuitively because there's nothing that's unnatural. But what we do is teach you the science of it because it is a science and an art, and it shows you it's an art because the things that I'm telling you will say to me, Yes, I think I've done that. I've known about that inside of myself. I've heard that before. You already know it, brother. I'm just uncovering within myself, which is also uncovering within you what you already know, and make it scientific and artistic at the same time, where you become a master of the energy rather than a slave of it.
Or I need some confirmation on what I'm doing, I guess, pretty much. I feel that. The thing. 'Cause like I was saying earlier, I was doing that at one time, you know what I'm saying? I found that when I was had sex, like I said, with certain women that is positive and everything else with the good energy, I got so creative, man. It's like, couldn't stop working, you know what I mean? And then I had to go, you know, a week or two later and recharge, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I understand totally. We have to get into, I have another tape on sex transmutation for wellness, success, and power. And what you learn, Napoleon Hill taught in the 50s, 40s, and 50s, Napoleon Hill who wrote Think and Grow Rich, chapter 11, he talks about sexual transmutation. And he studied millionaires and understood that millionaires knew how to unconsciously or consciously transmute their sexual energy and use it for power and manifesting it in reality and be at the top of their business, okay? And each of them had an extra lover. Each of them had a sexual muse, somebody they would get excited about, and they would use their energy and make that energy also allow them to be excited about their lives.
Indeed. So what about, you know what I'm saying, a lot of brothers in the hood and sisters in the hood, man, and like we was talking about earlier, they was looking at the anatomy and stuff like that. I don't know. What kind of points, or I guess, I guess you could say points, that you can give people that's in that mind state that's pretty much not looking at the sacredness of sex, especially for the women part, and just pretty much is using it. And a lot of women, I come to find out, once they give it to you, they feel that they in love or whatever. Because like you said, you make them go, ooh, 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 right? So they might be their first time going, ooh, 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 for real. You know, they might have been screaming and hollering, but they never had the ooh, ooh, ooh. So I'm saying, for those that think they're in love now.
That's a good thing. I wanted to touch on that earlier. That's a good point you just made. See, when you start putting these massages on the yonis and ejaculation control, you know, how to massage them and talk to them and circulate with them and take them to all these levels of ecstatic orgasms and feelings, a lot of them will literally think you are their soulmate.
Indeed, that's it.
And they will stalk you. They will hunt you down. They will be on you. So you have to be real clear up front of what they are getting into and what you are getting into. See, I'll give you an example. There are acupuncture points. You ever see those needles when the acupuncture, they put needles in your back, the Asian doctors?
Indeed, yes, indeed.
Well, those are different points in your back that affect different organs in your body. Well, you also have different points on your penis that affect different organs in your body. And the head of your penis is your heart.
Okay.
Listen. A woman's heart point is deep in her coochie, right?
The G-spot,
so
we call it, right?
So soon as a man put it in, he's in love because his heart point is at the tip. As soon as he goes, oh, shit, this feels good. I love you. Right? This could be the first time he met her, right?
Right.
But his heart opens up. A woman, when you go deep, I love you. She may not know you, but she loves you. That's because you hit the bottom of it and that heart opens up. Okay? You ever heard that idea? You can be in love with somebody and hate them at the same time?
Yeah, definitely. I think I've been through a relationship like that. Talk to me.
Okay, see, they got your chakras. You open up a chakra, but except they can't explain it with their mind. They feel it with their body, but their mind hates you, but their heart loves you, and they don't know what's going. They don't know if they're coming or they're going.
Right. They talk shit about you and everything in their mind, like you said. They talk, but then I feel that. Right.
It's called confusion. It's called confusion. So Tantra helps us understand our nature and understand who we are so we can make proper choices of who we're dealing with. We know who's a boyfriend, we know who's a girlfriend, we know who's a lover, we know who's a mate, we know who's who in the room.
All right, so let's talk about multiple partners, family. What do they call that when you have multiple wives and carrying on? What about that when you have multiple partners? I mean, personally, I learned, from experiment, it's like you say, you can pull on each other's energy to a degree. And so for me, I had one that was one way and I had another one that was another way. But the two different energies had me feeling certain ways and thinking certain ways. And we have people that may come home, may been with a woman, cheating. We're dealing with the cheaters now, so to speak, instead of being straight up and honest. So they come home and they have what's called a different energy about them, a different spirit. What do you have to say? Is that part of the tantric thing we're talking about here, about sharing that energy, and then this energy is upon you?
Well, you have a lot of different kinds of relationships. You have monogamy, you have polygyny, you have polygamy, you have polyamory, and each one can work for the individual. Any of them can work as long as you work it and as long as you're honest about what you're doing.
Right.
What I like about polyamory, because the men can have women and the women can have men, rather than one can have the other and the other one cannot. So that makes it equal, and everybody's happy, everybody's loved on, and you pick mates and unions of certain levels of spiritual components because you want certain vibrations that you are dealing with, right. And if there's open and honesty, you can do it with integrity.
Right. So, in other words, it can still empower us. It just depends on your selective mates.
Empowering. It can be empowering to you if you're empowering yourself and empowering others.
Got you.
It's on you, brother. It's all on you, brother. It's your world. You, like we said earlier, man, you have to be here now, but what is it that you want to create? What do you want to do here? Be here now is one thing, but do here now is another. What are you doing right now in order to create your reality? This is what brings joy when you are doing something to manifest your reality. Like, for instance, me on this phone right now is putting the energy of information out there, and the people that are hearing it are receiving the information, and they're being empowered right now. So I'm doing my job, and my job is not only to share that energy with you, but to bring that energy back to me. Not only that person that feels good, but they're willing to put some money where they feel good is, and pay for, so they can control and manifest their reality and feel good on even another level.
Wow, I feel that. Let me ask you something.
Okay.
I was studying where they were saying that when we ejaculate, it takes a man up to 3 days to restore his energy. Is that so, or have you heard the same information? What's good with that?
Well, it depends upon how old the man is. Again, that's why I said the 50 times 200, every 10 is minus 10. 10% is every 10 days. 50-year-old man, the older you get, the less testosterone you have, the more of your chi that you need. So if you're young, it's like you can ejaculate if you're in your 20s every other day. If you're in your 30s, every 3 days, 40s, every 6 days, and so on and so on and so on. So you want to monitor your own wellness aspect and what's comfortable with you, okay? But you're losing a lot of protein, vitamins, and minerals. Why do you think when you make love to your woman and you ejaculate in her, she has energy and you don't? You go to sleep, she get up, go wash the car, go shopping, go running around, come back home, and you still sleep because you done gave her all your energy. All your energy is with her, and they're like vitamins and nutrients for her.
Right. I'm with you on that. Wow. Okay.
But if you keep that energy in you, you can go shopping with her.
Now, speaking of that, now, any of your audio books, or do you have any visuals, or what do you instruct a man on how not to ejaculate? I mean, how to properly hold the penis? What do we do? Is it a mind thing? Talk to me.
I have that on tape. My Tantra Sex 101. I have those. I talk about that. I take you through the exercise to do that. So basically, you want to use a combination of your mind and your body. Then eventually, you want to use less body and more mind.
Is breathing
and your breath?
Oh, okay. Breathing is included. Okay. Wow.
Your breath, intention, and physical law. Those three things is what allows you to have ejaculation control.
Now, one more other thing. What is actually love versus lust here in this situation, fam? Because like we don't talk about...
You don't want to... Lust is a good thing. We look at lust as bad. Lust is great. Lust is the energy. Lust is the excitement. Lust is the obsession. Lust is... but when you mix that lust with love or a whole lot of light, you change the energy from the heaviness of lust. You lighten up the lust energy a little bit, and you have that liquid light gold that is happening, that juicy spiritual love. See, we look at spiritual as something lofty and something, that's all good, but even when those harps are playing, but you want some of that, you want some of that, you want some of those deep And so you mix lust and love, you are empowering and healing yourself. There's nothing wrong with lust, my brother. There's nothing wrong with being attracted to or being turned on by tits and ass or women by a handsome, good-looking physical specimen of a man. All that is great. But after that, what do you have? Do you have a vibration that's positive? Because an ugly woman with an ugly personality, a pretty woman with an ugly personality can turn ugly real quick.
Indeed.
But a decent woman with a beautiful personality turns fine real quick. And that's the same with men. A handsome brother with an ugly personality turns ugly. A halfway decent man with a great personality turns very handsome. So it's best always to work on your inner self, and growing your inner self, and your outer self will naturally grow also.
I like that, fam. What do we have to say about this generation that's dealing with the word sexy? What's good with that, fam? I mean, sometimes the word sexy, because you have people taking the sexy thing to the point to where they walking around with halfway with no clothes on, which is cool. I mean, if I was in another country, I might walk around that way myself with a leaf around me or something.
Well,
but I'm just saying, in this society.
I'm like this. A woman, see, we want to put our issues, we want to put our male issues on women. We want to cover them up. Don't walk around naked because you're opening up yourself to be raped. Hey, if a woman is butt naked, that still does not give me the right to rape her. Now, should a woman be smart and dressed in the way she should, depending upon the environment that she's in?
Right.
Absolutely. But at the same time, we should not stop a woman from wanting to wear less clothes at times, wanting to be very sexy at times. She should be a whole woman and a versatile woman, and may be able to come in different ways. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I'm with you on that. I always tell mine, you know what I'm saying, be you. You got to be you. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to put on, it's all good. But, as long as you don't get a bunch of phone numbers, what you think, fam?
Yeah. I love my woman to be sexy. She's sexy. She's pretty. I love her. I love her to put on a short dress, and I just love it. I love it all, brother.
Indeed.
She can put on a long dress, short dress, whatever the environment dictates, brother.
Got you. Now, how can people get in contact with you, man, and get this information from you?
They can get in contact with me. Here's some Mooney Business and Bank. Mooney Business, BUSINESS, and Bank. Mooney Business and Bank. This is my landing page. Go to that page, look at the house we help the sister get, watch the video, put in your information so I can contact you. You can contact me at my email, mooneystar@hotmail.com, MOONEYSTAR@hotmail.com. And you can call me at 213-357-0970, 213-357-0970. Check me out on Facebook, Daryl Mooney. Check me out. I can coach you. I can life coach you in whatever area you need help in. I can business coach you. I can help you get you funding. I can help get your sex life together, your empowerment. If you don't know your purpose, let's help you get your purpose together, get you on point on what you have been born to do, because that's what's going to bring you happiness. That's what's going to bring you love when you are doing what you love. Because most of us are doing what somebody else has told us to do, and we are not doing what we want to really do. Okay? So we're doing what we have to do and not what we get to do.
Indeed. I like that.
All right. So call me, get in touch with me. Let me help serve you. Let me raise you up, help raise you up, and participate with me in helping you. Because ultimately, you have to be the one that's empowered. You have to be the one that masters their destiny. You have to be the one that makes a decision to create your life on your terms. But first, you have to know what is your life and what are your terms. That's what many people are missing. They haven't haven't had the courage and taken it on to define their life on their terms. And I help you do that.
I like that, family. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to have to call you up, man. I'll call you back up later on and try to find out about them certifications and get my mind right, man.
Here.
I can't keep you in what's it called? Poor righteous teachers, man. Conscious broke,
Hey,
brother,
man,
ain't working.
poor righteous teachers. We got to get rid of that word, man. You got to stop programming yourself. Stop hypnotizing yourself. Poor, righteous, and teacher. You're a rich, righteous teacher right now. You are a rich, righteous teacher. What you want to be, you want to do it right now. You are a rich, righteous teacher. You attract all the prosperity and all the abundance and all the influence in your life right now. While it's looking for you, you are also looking for it.
I like that, family. I appreciate that encouragement, you know what I'm saying? And any last words, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, a lot of people, man, I was telling...
However I can help anybody that's listening or that will listen, MooneyBusinessAndBank.com, MooneyStar@hotmail.com, 213-357-0970, Daryl Mooney on Facebook. I love you. God bless you. May wealth be with all of you always. And thank you for the time. Oh, for those of you who are in Inglewood on Father's Day weekend, Saturday, my brother and I, the Mooney Twins, have a show with our father, the legendary comedian Paul Mooney, Father's Day weekend, the 17th and the 18th. 10:30 show on Saturday at the J Spot, 6 o'clock and 8:30 shows on Sunday. We are opening for our father. We're going to do a magnificent show. We're going to have a great time. So if you're in the Inglewood area, if you're in the LA area, come on to the show. Look up the J Spot. Buy your tickets. They're $30. Get them. Boom. It's going to be a legendary, off-the-chain show.
It sounds like it, fam. I wish I was nearby. Don't you know a lot of people don't even know who your father is, fam? I was like, y'all know Paul Mooney? No, who was that? You know, these younger generations, I guess under 30s and stuff, fam. It's like, wow.
Negro Diamonds on the Dave Chappelle Show. Ask the Black Man on the Dave Chappelle Show.
That's it. Well, we're going to have to move forward. It's about that time for us to end the show. It's been an honor and a pleasure, man. We learned a lot here tonight about sex, you know what I mean? We're gonna have to
Thank you,
do
my
this again.
brother. Thank you, my brother. Let's get your credit together, man. Let's hook you up, man.
I need
Come
it.
on.
Hey, I'm definitely.
Come on.
I need to call you when I get off the air.
Man. Let's get you funded. All right, brother.
I'll call you
Talk
later.
to you.
Appreciate it.
I don't know I Shenko representing for DJ Mad Busha. I'ma say the street art mix show. Sundays, Tuesdays, 10 p.m. to midnight. Real music and real conversations. I Shenko said to the fullest. Up full. Do it, you know. Shell it.